Hello guys, how you doing? This is Keyon Corniffe, also known as Mr. Finance, and I'm here to talk to you about why you need to join the financial industry. Guys, did you know the financial industry is one of the largest industry in the entire world? It's actually one of the highest paying industry in the world. But just to give you a little background about who I am and how my journey in this financial industry have been, and what are some of the great things this industry can do for you and your family as well. So who is Keyon Corniffe? Who is Mr. Finance? Well, let me just give you a little background about my story and my journey. You see, my journey started just a little bit in 2012. You know, one of the things that before I joined this campaign, I actually used to work 3 jobs. I used to work from 3:45 in the morning to 11:30 at night. I did that for about 5 years until a cousin of mine reached out and asked me one simple question. Are you open to learning more about finance? And I gladly said, yes, I'm definitely open to learning more about finance. Because of that decision, I was able to move from working those 3 jobs within 2 years and actually started to build up myself and started learning about finance and start to implement the things that I've learned into my life. You know, because of that, it became one of my biggest motivation. You know, I am the father of 6 beautiful kids. I have 3 boys, 3 girls. And these are my biggest motivation and the reason why I commit to win in the financial industry. And this is one of my commitments to help a lot of families to do the same thing. These are my biggest reasons. You know, every day I wake up with the drive and the focus to make sure that I can not only win for myself, but also win for my family and also win for you. So just let's talk about how we're going to build this new industry. What is the purpose behind building this new industry and why we want everybody to win? And what is the opportunity behind building a new industry for you to be a part of? Now, but what I'm going to do before I get into that, I'm going to share with you a short little video. And then I'm going to get back into it and start teaching some more. Here's a quick little introduction to why you need to join the financial industry. All right, guys, so there you got it. Just to give you a little background about who we are as far as the company and as campaign goes. So the name of our parent company is called Aegon, A-E-G-O-N, and they're pretty much based in the Netherlands, been around since 1844. And one of the things that Aegon wanted to do is to make a presence in North America. So they bought a company called Transamerica, which actually serves as our financial department as far as they handle all of our licensing and stuff like that. Then you have World Financial Group, which is pretty much our marketing and distribution division of our company. And then the company and the division that I'm affiliated with is called World System Builders. And World System Builders is our national campaign for financial literacy department that focuses on financial education. And this is how we're able to launch our mission to educate 30 million families by the year 2030. Now, we do have a Facebook group. You can find us on Facebook at World System WSB Community. And just to share with you some of the things that, our campaign is focused on and why you need to join the financial industry to really start to empower yourself and your family and your community as well. So in our community, right now we share how we have over 300 financial centers all throughout North America. And throughout these centers, we're teaching families within multiple languages where they're learning from different things. And we have what's called our Saving the Future book. Now, inside of the public libraries, we're teaching families on a day-to-day basis. We even helping college students to learn more about finance. And we're talking about some of the most prestigious colleges throughout North America. We're talking about some Ivy League school like Columbia University, just to name one. When we talk about bringing the education into the school system, why educate just the students, but also educate the teachers? We're also helping government agencies like the fire departments, the FBI, just to name a few of them. We're helping families become debt-free, right? And learning better ways to manage their debts. We're helping families to put together college planning so that way their kids can go to school and finish it without college debt. We're also helping families when they join the campaign and they join the financial industry. We teach them how to make some part-time income on a part-time basis, so that way they can learn how to do that and then change their career at the appropriate time that best fit them. These are some of the things that we're teaching in the campaign, so that way families win. And one of the greatest things I've ever heard growing up is that they said that if you ever want to hide a secret, we must put it in the book because most people won't read it. Now in our campaign, we do that for you. You're going to learn. So let me just give you an idea of what are some things that's going on and why we got to pay attention to this. Did you know, according to a recent survey, they said that North Americans are facing serious financial challenges? And when you think about challenges, not just only in Canada, but also in the US, they said that in the US, the picture is even more gloomier. They said that 33% or more than 77 million Americans don't pay their bills on time. They said that 39% carry credit card debt from month to month, and only 59% of adults say they have savings. They said worse, more than half now think it's acceptable to default their mortgages if they can't afford to pay it. How many of us know someone right now that's living paycheck to paycheck? How many of us know someone right now that's have a whole lot of debt? How many of us right now know someone that's struggling to get by? Now, why should we struggle? Why should we get by when we could definitely save our future and save ourselves? This is the reason why we want to teach you the fundamentals. So by joining the financial industry, here's what you can learn. You're going to learn how to create a financial foundation. You're going to learn how to put together proper protection for you and your family. You will learn about debt management. You're going to learn about how to create an emergency fund. You will learn about investments. These are some of the things that you'll be learning within the financial industry. That's how we're going to show you within our campaign. You're also going to learn and get the opportunity to understand how money works and start building wealth for you and your family. You're going to learn the wealth formula. You're going to understand what it means when we say money plus time, plus or minus rate of return, minus inflation, minus tax, and how does that equal wealth? We're going to continue to have these money talks with you and teach you and train you so that way you are properly knowledgeable with the information. You will have the proper knowledge so that way you could empower yourself and empower your students as well. So that way you can be a great educator. When you think about it, is money controlling you or do you control your money? Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that's in charge of your money, or do you want the money to keep in charge of you? We want to teach you how to become a better money manager, but more importantly, a financial educator. So in our financial program, we're going to teach you how to make money work better for you. You're going to find and save more money. You're going to understand investments and how to build wealth. You're going to learn how to protect and preserve your money in our program. And in our program, we have complimentary workshops. All right. We have complimentary workshops that you and your family can get access to. You're going to learn how to increase your cash flow. You're going to learn how to build a stronger financial foundation. You're going to learn how to asset accumulation takes place. You're going to learn about retirement strategies, wealth preservations, how to build wealth, how to put together proper protection, and even better, how to manage your debt. These are some of the things you're going to be learning in our program and through our financial literacy program. So guys, let me tell you something. Our workshops, we do it right, and we do it with a whole lot of pride because the goal is to empower you. The goal is to empower you and educate you along the way. So let's talk about the uncertainty on the horizon right now, right? And how the world is changing in unpredictable ways, and so is your financial future. Did you guys know that to cut costs right now, a lot of companies are moving their jobs overseas, right? Because they can get cheaper labor overseas versus here. So because of that, automations even mean more jobs going to be lost. We see robots are taking over. How many of you guys go to the airport and did you check in at the attendees, or did you use the kiosk? See, kiosk is taking a lot of jobs. Now, when you think about the small businesses and how they have limited capital, which make it more difficult to even compete with big chains with larger distribution system. Think about a mom and pop store. That is going out of style. And this is why we want to teach you how you can become your own boss. So at the end of the day, when you look at the traditional route, right? Traditionally, they said we're supposed to work for 40 years between the age of 25 to 65, and then we're supposed to retire. But now we see younger people having a difficulty finding a gainful employment and may struggle throughout their retirement years. This is the reality that we face. So because of this reality, we notice that there's obstacles ahead. And the obstacles that are ahead there's 3 of them. The first one we're going to talk about is the fact that we have a retirement crisis on our hands. How many of you guys worked 40 years for a company and you're still worried about your retirement? This is why we got to learn. So when you think about it, you should actually pay attention to the traditional pillars of retirement. And what are they? The first one is the fact that we have a poor saving habits. And if we're going to continue having poor saving habits, what does that mean for our retirement? It's the fact that few companies not even offering pensions anymore. Do your company offer you a pension? And how is that looking? Would you have enough to retire comfortably? Then you think about the fact that retirement benefits like Social Security may become unsustainable. Think about the fact that they just put on the national news that Social Security is running out of money. So traditionally, we're supposed to live off this 3-legged stool concept, where we're supposed to have our personal savings, company pension, and Social Security. How's that working out for you? How's that worked out for your parents? How's that work out for your parents? My thing is, are you going to pay attention to what the past have given you? Or are you going to create a new future? That's the reason why we want to show you how you could earn real serious income within the financial industry. You see, guys, it's all about education. And you got to understand that there's an education crisis as well. Look at the fact that tuition costs keep rising. Think about the fact that student loans becoming a major burden. And the fact that some people that graduate, even finding a good job, is becoming real difficult, and finding even the right career for them. You see, guys, we even have a spending crisis, guys. We have a big spending crisis. Look at the fact that our budget deficit and our national debt, our country's national debt keep rising, which will put pressure on the government to do one of 2 things. They may raise taxes or reduce funding to programs like Social Security, which I already told you, they're saying that they're going to run out of money. Think about the fact that some of us, right? Some of us spend money on things that we don't even need, just to impress people we don't even like. You know, stop keeping up with the Joneses. Let's learn how to make a lot of money and put that money to work and stay humble. This is why we want to show you guys how to live in an abundance and show you how you too could change your life by joining the financial industry. So at the end of the day, guys, keep up with social media friends can be a very expensive habit, and we don't want that to be for you anymore. So you got to start thinking about, what is your situation right now? What is your situation right now? Do you have a problem paying your bills? Let's think about that. Do you have a problem paying your bills? You know, are you concerned about your job and your career? You know, when you think about it, you know, let's look at the fact that, are you paid what you're worth? I want you to think about this. Are you paid what you're worth? What is your worth? $20 an hour? $50 an hour? $100 an hour? What is your worth? I feel like you're probably selling your time real short. So this is why you got to really pay attention to that. You know, are your children growing up and your parents growing old fast and you can provide for either one of them? Think about that on a day-to-day basis. You know, do you feel the financial trap affecting your family? And then when it's all said and done, isn't that ironic? Isn't it ironic that we live in one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but yet still so many of us have money problems? How's the fact that some of us can work hard all our lives but still retire poor? How many of us raise our kids just to see them finish college with a lot of debt? Why is it that debt become a way of life? Why? It's because we weren't educated. No one is teaching us about finance. Nobody's teaching us about how to become financially free. No one is. And that's the reason why we want you to join the campaign. So when you think about the lack of financial knowledge and how broad that is, you see, many people don't have much and they don't know much because of it. So when you think about it, many people were not even taught. They weren't even taught how to manage their money and how to read financial statements. The fact that financial issues are not often discussed and financial products are not always fully understood. How many of you that be looking at this right now, can you honestly say you truly understand how to read your 401k statements? Do you honestly can say that you understand the stock market? These are the things that you got to learn. Do you really can say that you understand how to put together your budget? Imagine the fact that some people even buy insurance policies and just bury them in the closet. And then when you think about this, Some people, they even contribute to the employee's retirement plan and don't even pay close attention to it. The only time people pay attention to their retirement plan is when the market's doing good and when it's doing bad. But do you manage it? Do you know how to manage your portfolio? Now, a large number of people do not even have a will. They don't even have a trust nor a plan to protect their family from probate. Do you guys know what will happen if you don't have a will and a trust in place? You will lose a lot of money, and your family may go through a really nasty session called probate court. So imagine the fact that we are so active spenders but passive savers. You see, we live in a society where they idolize spending and actually discourage saving. And we need to save now. Because if you know your FIN number, which is your final income number for your retirement, you would definitely shy away from spending a lot of money and you be an aggressive saver. So that's the reason why we believe in financial education, guys, because your future is not in the hands of your employer. It's not in the hands of your union, nor your government. It's neither in the hands of your banker, nor your broker, or your financial advisor. Guys, your future is in your hands. Your future is in your hands. And it's important that we learn the fundamentals of how to build wealth. You see, it's important that we learn the 4 fundamentals. Number 1, you got to learn how to make money. You got to learn how to save your money. You got to learn how to grow and accumulate more money. And more importantly, you got to learn how to protect your money. These are the 4 fundamentals that you will learn. And this is what you need to understand for you to start building wealth. So you got to be educated, guys. You got to be educated and you got to be your own money manager. And that's why knowing less will cost you more in the future. You see, you got to understand how money works so that way you can make money start working for you. See, that's the problem. Many of us learn how to make good money. Many of us learn how to save good money. But did you learn how to make money work for you? That's the issue. And that's what we want to teach you. So imagine the fact that we spent so many years in school learning how to make a living, but we should also take the time. We need to take the time to learn how to save our fortune and build wealth. And build wealth, not just for this generation, but for 4 generations, right? That's how we want to help families. So you won't be free until you're financially free, guys. Or better yet, you won't build wealth until you understand how money works. So our mission is to motivate. I want to motivate you today to make a decision. You see, when you think about the world and the changing and all these things that's happening around us, let's look at the fact that we want to teach you how to understand how money works. Because some people work for money, but they don't know how to make money work for them. See, we want to motivate you to have a financial goal and a plan so that way you can plan for the future. Because people don't plan to fail. It's just that we fail to plan. Now, the next thing that we want to motivate you to do is to cut down your expenses. We want to teach you that it's not how much you earn that matters, but it's what you keep, right? And then ultimately, we want to motivate you to show you how to reduce your debt and your liability. Because did you know that the interest on your debt could actually affect your ability for future savings? And then we also want to show you how to increase your cash flow. Most importantly, we want to teach you how to make money work for you while you can and have multiple sources of income. Did you know that they said that if you have one source of income, you're one paycheck away from being going through poverty? Now, we don't want you to just depend on one source of income. They said that the average person should have at least 7 sources of income. Think about it. How many sources of income do you currently have? So number 6, we want to embrace you to make changes, guys. The only way anything changes is if you change. You got to be certain on certain time. And we want to make sure that you know that because you're always one decision away from changing your future for the better. You got to remember, the choice is always yours. But I'm challenging you right now. Do you want to learn how to take control of your future? Are you ready to take control of your future? Do you want to learn this? So ultimately, we want to be a part of this new industry. This is not the traditional financial industry. We're here empowering families in major ways. We're on a national campaign. Our campaign is to empower 30 million people by the year 2030. We want to educate them, teach them, mentor them, guide them, show them how to make a lot of money, show them how to save a lot of money, show them how to grow their money, and show them how to protect it all. That's what we want to do for you and your family. So ultimately, guys, this is the reason why we provide all these workshops and complimentary trainings for you to win here. So this is why our workshop is going to teach you how to increase your cash flow. Our workshop is going to teach you how to manage your debt. Our workshop is going to teach you how to save and build wealth. Our workshop is going to teach you how to put together proper protection for you and your family. We're going to also teach you how to accumulate more assets. We're going to show you how your investment vehicles works. We're going to break down health and wealth with you. So guys, our platform training, you're going to learn about insurance, investments, healthcare, and educational planning and estate planning. You're going to learn about all these things. So we hold these classes to provide you with the knowledge and the strategies so that way you could be really, really confident in all major areas when it comes to finances, and we provide a lot of these services as well for you and your family. So we're going to teach you how to do this. So this is the era of the informed consumer where everybody want to learn how to help themselves. Do you want to learn how to help yourself? And I'm here to tell you that you can do that. That's why our companies are different. We are a different kind of company. We're a different kind of movement. We're a different kind of coaching program. See, we want to help people who want to help themselves. The question you got to ask yourself is, are you ready to help yourself? Are you ready to make a change? Because we're helping families all across the US and Canada, people from all walk of life. It doesn't matter who you are. It's about your habit. It's about you want to make a change. It's about you want to be a difference. So ultimately, you can learn and earn in the financial industry. Guess what, guys? You can start off on a part-time basis. You can start off on a part-time basis, learn and earn at the same time while you still have your full-time career. Guys, you can get educated about all aspects of your personal finances. You can have access to hundreds of financial products and services. Guys, you can receive training. You will receive a lot of training and the support that you need to learn how to manage your money and win in this financial industry. You can earn referral incomes of various products and services that we have to offer to the public. And guys, here's the best part. You can even earn commissions. You can be in a position where you can earn commissions. There's no limit to how much you can earn. Now, what we're going to do is help you to get licensed. We're going to help you get licensed so that way you can start sharing with people what you have learned and then start growing in this financial industry. Guys, you could grow in this financial industry by helping, educating people. See, that's what it's all about. So this is the distribution revolution. You see, those who control distribution, these are the same people that control their target market. So when you take a look at major retailers, right, I want to give you an example. And I'm going to show you how easy this is. You see, when you take a look at the major retailers, their main focus is on distribution, right? So they start to build up more outlets to gain what? More access to customers. So now when you think about this financial industry as well, in the financial industry as well, those who have more access by helping more people understand how money works, these are the same people that could control their target market. So when you think about financial education, how many people you know understand finance? How many of your families and friends could benefit from free financial education? How many of your family and friends that know someone could benefit from free financial education? Do you see how the market is big for you? It's a very big and wide market for you as well. So here's two things, right? Here's two ways you can make it big. It's number one, you can have a lot of money and you learn how to make that money work for you. Because remember, it takes money to make money. Or number two, you can help a lot of people make more money. And by doing so, you turn around and make a lot of money. Guys, let me tell you something. Helping people in the financial industry makes a lot of money, and this is the best place to make money. There's no other place that makes the most money than the financial industry. Google it, and you'll see for yourself. So that's the reason why we believe there's a revolution that's actually emerging in the financial industry right now, and we don't want you to miss out on that. So ultimately, we have a powerful business platform, guys. And let me show you what our platform looks like. See, when you talk about support, see, we have a world-class support system. You see, in our company, you know, when you think about who we are as a company, you see, Transamerica, we're one of the fastest growing organizations, and we have a very diversified business platform in the financial industry. We're non-captive, and we work with multiple companies, and we're able to provide multiple services, and we do a lot of great education program as well. You see, when you think about it, we have an incredible track record, guys. You want to talk about how much money you can make here? Let me show you something. Just in 2019, over 3,269 of our team members have earned over $100,000 in annual income. Did you know that many of them have become financially independent and many of them make good part-time income? They paid off their debt and actually build a strong financial future with us as well. That's the reason why, guys, the reason why this is even possible is because we have a proven, successful system. It is proven. It is proven. It's made more millionaires and it's made a lot of people a lot of six-figure income part-time basis. So let me show you what it looks like. You see, first, what we do is that we train the trainer. So if your desire is to become a trainer, we want to teach you how to become a trainer and an educator. And ultimately, we'll show you how to become a builder, become a CEO, a business owner. You're going to learn how to become a business owner within the financial industry. So once you start off as a trainee, we make you into a trainer. And then we make you a builder and within the system builder ultimately. So guys, as you know, as a trainer and a mentor, I'm going to be with you every step of the way. I'm going to help you and guide you and teach you. I will hold your hand through the process because our goal is to help you. Now, if you work hard enough, guess what, guys? You get to play hard. We work hard and we play hard. Just so you know, we get to travel the world. All right. You know, all you got to do, guys, is participate, and you get to qualify for our dream trips that will go around the world every year. See, we've brought thousands of people to places like Paris, Hawaii, Japan, Thailand, Singapore, Italy, Spain, Vietnam, China, the Caribbean, and many more exciting destinations. Think about that. When the last time your company, your job brought you on a vacation? This is why you got to start becoming your own boss. Being the CEO of your life is the best job in the whole wide world because you become in control. So ultimately, guys, happy travel equals happy family. On these trips, you don't just go by yourself. You get to bring your entire family with you. There's no restriction. So at the end of the day, life is about choices. And this is what I want you to think about. What will your future look like 5 years from now? What will your future look like 5 years from now? I want you to think about this. Now, if you don't know what your future will look like 5 years from now, let me give you a game plan. How about number one? Learn how to save your future, right? Start to learn how to save your future. Learn how money works on a part-time basis with us. Make some extra income on a flexible schedule with us. Get rid of your debt and start saving for your children's education or for your retirement. This is what you can do with us part-time, on a part-time basis. Then, ultimately, learn how to build your future. You can eventually, if you get really good at this on a part-time basis, you can start learning how to build your future with us on a full-time basis. And this is when you can transition into this exciting career on a full-time basis. And then eventually you can start building that potential, residual income and start building that financial security where you get access to renewals, trails, supervisions, and override incomes. These are some of the things that you can learn. So guys, you can build a team, you can build a movement here, and you can start to do some amazing things. So here's number three. The great thing is that you start being a part of something big. You will start to be a part of something big, and being a part of something big, you can start build a large organization all over the US, Canada, and start to educate thousands and thousands of families. Guys, you can start doing something big. So if you're born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. And that's why we want to help you and correct that so you don't make those mistakes anymore. So I challenge you to make a difference. I challenge you to make a difference. Join our cause. Join our campaign so that way you could definitely put in place, financial security and start becoming financially literate. We want to make you a literate person. So our mission ultimately, guys, is to build and protect wealth for families. We want to help people move from financial insecurity to become financially secure. We want you to make you independent. Our vision is to build a new industry. And we want to build this new industry with 1 million associates like yourself. And we want to show you how to expand on that because there's a lot of people that's facing lack of understanding, planning, and support. And we want families to overcome those challenges. So I hope you find something you believe in that we talk about today, and you're willing to dedicate your life to go fight for it. We want to help you. We want to help you to be the best version of yourself. So let's talk about how much you can make. How much can you make being a financial educator with us and making money from education? Guys, if you was able to help somebody put together the proper protection that they need, and you was able to show them how to save $3,000 a year, $3,000 a year with an insurance product or something, guess what? In our company, you start off as a training associate. So you start off as a training associate. Imagine helping just one person saving about $250 a month towards their retirement and create a retirement supplement for themselves. And you're able to make $750 for helping one person to do that. Imagine when you get promoted in our company and you move up to what's known as an associate. Now, as an associate, you're able to help that same very person save $250 a month for 1 year. And guess what? Our company will pay you $1,050 for one person. Imagine if you moved up in our company, you become a marketing director. Now you're making $1,500 for helping one person save. And if you become a senior marketing director, we're going to help you to become this because now you'll be in a position where you can make over $1,950 for helping one person start to saving towards a retirement. So my question to you is, how would it feel with an increase in your cash flow, right? So think about that. So this is the reason why we encourage you, join our financial literacy campaign, join the movement, be a part of it, and we want to empower you with the knowledge and the understanding so that way you could start earning some extra income on a part-time basis. All you have to do now is reach out and text 973-873-5977 and say, I'm ready. And we will send you the next step. Or simply click the link and you'll be able to get access to what you need to do next, and we get over all the questions that you may have and walk you through what's your next step. Let's get you empowered. Let's get you in the game. It's time you start winning the money game, and we want to empower you in a way. So guys, my name is Keyon Corniffe, also known as Mr. Finance, your favorite financial educator and business coach, and I want to continue empowering you in major ways. So all you have to do, click the link, and let's start doing some big things, or text "I'm ready" to 973-873-5977. I'll see you guys at the top. Have a blessed day.